Morning guys, about 7 o'clock. Just got to the facility, gonna get a quick workout in. Trying to get a little video editing done from blog number 1 of Summer Madness. Got a pretty busy day today. Got open infield after I get this workout in, so I'm gonna take the camera out there and hopefully show you guys around. Not the greatest little infield, but I love it because it really makes kids appreciate what they have and what they get to practice in at their field. So I'm gonna take the camera out there after I get done with this and show you guys a little bit of a live look in, and I'm going to hook up the wireless mic so you guys can kind of hear some of the teachings that I have throughout this. I really try to make it super simple, keep it easy, get a lot of reps, but you guys will kind of hear some of the teachings that I have. So we'll get this workout in, and then you guys are going to follow me out to open infield, and then follow me around the rest of the day. Vlog problems, I guess, but unfortunately I had the wireless mic connected to the camera and it did not work, so I lost all that footage of me talking and kind of explaining the drills with the kids. So I figured it'd be fun to shoot another video, do a little picture-in-picture, kind of explain and go through what I was doing out there during the open infield session. You can see right here, right now, we've got just the kids warming up. Missed the dynamic warm-up. We always, like you saw in the last vlog, we always try to get the kids body moving, temperature flowing, get them loose before they start throwing. Right? I hate that we jump out there and just jump right into throwing and we don't get our whole body warm. So missed that part. You just saw them warming up, throwing. Now we're going to jump into our infield progression, and where we start with our kids on the dirt. You can see one of the kids is wearing pants, the other one's not. Fortunately for the one that's not, his knees are going to be a little scraped up. We start with down on our knees, and you'll see the kids get down on their knees, and basically where they're going to work is fielding from the ground up, right? Trying to field the bottom half of the baseball. Okay, so you'll probably see a lot of bad bounces in this. You'll see balls take weird hops, but it's good for them. Like I said, with this infield, it's not the greatest infield. Hops aren't always the greatest. It's not like fielding on field turf like we have in the building, but it really works on kids, working from the ground up and dealing with bad hops and dealing with bad fields. And if they can field it here, they can field it anywhere. So I always want the kids to field out in front. When in doubt, reach out is what we always say. In this drill, you see that they're using 2 hands, but a lot of times I want them to use just 1. You see Jackson right there is using 2. Brian's doing a good job. When in doubt, reach out. One thing in rule of thumb here is we want to split our body in half. So down the middle, anything to the left side is a forehand. Anything to the back side, all right, or throwing arm side, is a backhand. Okay, so they're turning that glove over, working from the ground up, fielding the bottom half of the baseball. Okay, Brian's doing a fantastic job of reaching out. After we're done with down on the knees, we get our kids up into a standing athletic position, trying to anchor their feet into the ground, still working the same type of concept. So they're working from the ground up, fielding with 1 hand, outside our body, even inside our body. After they field, we like them funneling, fielding from the ground up, fielding the bottom half of the baseball. Let's see how we're doing here. Very good. Now Brian's kind of funneling to the side a little bit instead of funneling straight into the middle of his body. He's got to work on that, and that's something that we've talked about. Both of them need to get their butts a little bit lower. Jackson did a really good job right there. Brian did a good job there. The one before, he wasn't as low as he could be. So we want our kids really low, their chest up, getting their butts down, fielding the bottom half of the baseball. Okay, so I do nice and short little hops here so I can control exactly where I'm throwing. Usually inside or later in this progression, I'll back up and I'll actually be hitting fungos to the guys, all right, where it's a little bit harder, ball's coming at you a little bit quicker. You might get a little bit more difficult of a hop. Right here, I'm just doing it in a controlled environment. It's the first time out in open infield, so they can make sure that they're getting the form right. You just saw me explain. Jackson pulled up his head, came up off the baseball. Okay, it's very important when we go backhand. All right, and you just saw him miss one right there. He didn't work from the ground up. He came down. All right, when we go backhand, it's very important to stick our face in it. All right, and not pull up away. All right, so that's something that he needs to work on for sure. Saw a ball go through Brian's leg, took a little bit of a bad hop. All right, next you'll see what I'm doing here is I'm really working on kids getting their momentum going towards their target. All right, so I throw that bat down. I have them start with their left foot on the end of the bat, and then as they approach it down the left side of the bat, and then they go right, left field. All right, and they're fielding the middle of their body, right, left funnel, or I'm sorry, right, left, and then throw, getting their momentum going towards their target. So this is just a visual, something for them to see to make sure that they're working around and through the baseball when they're fielding the baseball. Okay, so we'll see Brian jump up right here. Okay, he didn't get around it as much, but did a pretty good job. Again, this is just a visual. Jackson was a little bit late, but he got his momentum going towards the target. And one thing I think you'll see with youth kids these days is they either get down way too early, so then they get their weight on their heels, all right, and then a lot of times the ball eat them up, or they get down way too late, causing them to field the baseball in between their legs instead of out front. So, you know, ideally, like Jackson, he was a little bit late there, probably rolled it a little bit too hard, but ideally with fielding a ground ball, I would like for the kids to get down a little bit earlier, all right? Or I'd much rather have the kids get down a little bit earlier than later, but perfect timing is being square to the baseball while still working through it. So it's a quick little drill we do just to get footwork down. Like I said, it's the first time in open infield, so going through kind of the basic stuff. Brian right there could probably get his butt down a little bit lower with his chest up. All right, and Jackson needs to field it a little bit more out front. A lot of times when we do this drill too, Brian did a good job there, but he's getting his momentum going towards his target, whereas Jackson, okay, sometimes turns too much, where he's getting his momentum going back to me as opposed to first base. So that's one thing to note. All right, he needs to get his butt down and fielding a little bit further out front in that. All right, the last one you'll see here is I'm just hitting fungos from back at home plate. They're trying to put everything together, getting around the baseball, fielding from the ground up, getting their butt down and their chest up. Okay, you'll think one thing that you're going to struggle with. This is their first time out there, is really getting around the baseball, getting their first step around to work back and get their momentum going towards their target. I think sometimes too with this field being a little choppy, they get caught up where that ball takes a bad hop and they immediately come up off the baseball. So very, very important that they stay down and through it and they get their momentum working towards their targets. Just got done with our open infield. Only had 2 guys today, which is awesome because they get the individual attention. We still got some kids in school, but I love seeing that 2 kids came out trying to get better. I'll show you guys that footage. I'll probably speed through it, but it's fantastic. It's fun. Now we're about to start our day, do a little admin stuff. I'm gonna show you kind of our front desk staff, and then jump into lessons, and then we got some practice later tonight. Alright guys, just got back to TPA. I'm going to show you around a little bit, show you some of the staff members. Got all of our track out kids of the day. Track out director Orlando.
What's happening?
Will's training people, so what's up, man?
You know what? Hi.
You want some? Not only do we do some track out stuff, but we also run specialty camps throughout the day. So we've got actually lacrosse camp going on today. Got a bunch of rebounders. Kids are working. You only got 4 today? 4 today. Playing catch back and forth. I gotta be honest, I don't know too much about lacrosse. We just got done with baseball camp earlier today. That went from 9 to 12. It was pretty hectic in here. This is kind of our slow time throughout the day. It'll kick back here in about 30 minutes. OJ, how many kids you got today?
24?
What's that thing?
Sam, say hello to the camera.
Hi.
Cameron, come on, Cameron.
How you doing? Sam.
Sam what? You are a camera hog.
And he is a photo bomb.
He is a camera hog. That's what he is. Jack Attack!
Hi.
What up?
Dude, it's cute. Wait, no, it's not cute. It's really cute.
We got Damien, one of our sport performance specialists.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing? Eval?
Eval. My boy Chase.
Mr. Chase.
McPherson right here. About to kill him today.
Good stuff. You gonna test into the elite?
Yeah.
What a boy.
Yeah, he gonna get that.
Hit you good fight.
And then we'll swing over to our front desk staff. Morgan, say hello. All that work. Her husband actually does a lot of our baseball lessons. Ryan Matthews played professional baseball. Hey guys, finishing up day 2 of our summer schedule. It's been kind of crazy, been kind of hectic. I showed you a little bit of open infield this morning. I'm wrapping up the day right now before I get my workout in. Trying to edit some video for the first vlog this summer. Got some things that are gonna go up on YouTube. So super pumped for this summer. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. They're obviously gonna get a little bit more in depth throughout the summer, and I'm gonna give you live look-ins on how I teach and what we teach, and you know, give some live look-ins to the other guys, and not only from a baseball standpoint, but from a sport performance. You saw Damien earlier today. We'll get some live stuff with Bill, and hopefully give back to you guys and be able to teach you something. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. You guys have a good day, and we'll see you on the next one.